digressing too much. Let me come back to my story. Now this Ramakrishna is attracting lots of personalities to come and interact with him. He's saying, come my children, come. And the first one who comes is one of the most exciting, most interesting, most unusual characters in the story of Ramakrishna. Remember I told you last time there was a householder disciple who was an atheist, Dr. Ramchandra Dutt, an atheist. And then he became this great devotee who built the first temple of Ramakrishna, printed the first thing, or about Ramakrishna was printed by, so marvelous. Now this Ramachandra, see how these various personalities come in touch with Ramakrishna through these very simple, almost casual relationships. Now this Ramchandra Dutt had a little houseboy. This houseboy had come from Bihar. Bihar is the poor part of India. So the people in Bihar, if they want to earn a living, they would go to Calcutta or Bengal where they would find a job. Let me tell you the story of the first person who comes in touch with Ramakrishna, a young boy. Now this young boy was born in Bihar. We don't know exactly when he was born. No, he doesn't know himself. But this young boy, born in Bihar, his name was Rakhe Tu Ram. Ram, as you keep me, I will live. This little chap from a very poor family, his parents had died at a very young age. Was looked after by a very kindly uncle, and they had given this long-winded name, Rakhe Tu Ram. Now you see, if you are a poor person like that, if you have long names, people won't tolerate that. So they'll immediately shorten it. And I have good experience. My real name is Jai Prakash, they turned into Dilip very fast. So this Rakhe Tu Ram was called Latu. Now this Latu was a servant boy in Ramachandra Dutt's house. And this Ramchandra is excited about Ramakrishna, talking about Ramakrishna in the household, saying, this Ramakrishna, incredible personality. I met him, he's a god on earth, talk like that. And little boy was listening. He thought, I must see him, I must go and see him. So he kept begging his master, when you go to see him next time, can you kindly take me with you? I want to see this Ramakrishna. A young boy, I think he was 13, 14-year-old at that time. So Ramchandra took him with him one day. And the little boy would sit near the feet of Ramakrishna and look at him. And you see, this man, Ramakrishna, knows who's coming, what is the caliber of all these personalities. So he looked at the little boy and said, Ramchandra, where did you get this fellow from? He asked as if he kind of he's acquired some equipment. Where did you get him from? I don't know, he's working for me. He's very special, he said. He's got signs which are very special. While he's talking, this Ramakrishna touches the young boy. This is dangerous. Don't let him touch you. You have to find out how. He touches the young boy. He's sitting, listening, Rakhe Tu Ram, listening. He touches him. The moment he touches him, this boy shudders. This will happen because all your kind of impurities are immediately being knocked out, and you shudder. You're casting them aside. Your impurities are being cast aside, and your spiritual nature is being unfolding. Is allowed to unfold when a person like this touches you. He touched the boy, and the boy started to shudder and started to shed tears of joy, going like that, shuddering. And Ramchandra said, what are you doing to him? Oh no, I'm just checking him, he said. He's checking his depth. What spirituality lies in the boy. He's testing him. He said, oh yes, very good. He calms him down. He says, please let this boy come here. Whenever you come, send this boy. He is very special. Let him come here again and again. Ramchandra said, no problem. Now this Ramchandra would send, of course he is the devotee of Ramakrishna, he would send him fruit and flowers and food from time to time. And who will carry the stuff? Of course this Latu. So Latu said, this is what I love. He would love to take this stuff to Ramakrishna. He's in great fun. And every time he comes, Ramakrishna would ask him some simple question. What do you think of this? What do you think God is doing now? He would ask him, and the boy would say, I have no idea. And the love between this young boy and this master begins to become very warm, very close. Tremendous attachment is developed. Now, one day, Rakhe Tu Ram goes to Ramchandra and says, I don't want to work for you. Now, he's a little poor servant boy. He can't survive. He says, I don't want to work for you. I want to live in the temple. So Ramchandra wanted to pull his leg. He said, how will you survive then in the temple? Here you stay, I give little money, food to eat, shelter, clothes, I buy you everything. How will you survive? The little boy is very, very guileless. He said, when I go to temple, they actually give me prasad. I will live on the prasad. And they still won't let him off. They say, but what about a piece of cloth? You need to put some cloth on yourself. What about cloth? Because they don't give clothes in the mandir. And this Raketuram said, oh, wouldn't Ram Babu please give me one piece of cloth? He's begging for a piece. And they are laughing. They're saying, oh, poor chap. He said, don't worry, we'll give you a piece of cloth as well. And you can go. They asked. Ramakrishna said, yes, let him stay.